there, stampers and crafters. I'm Tami White from stampwithtami.com, and today I'm going to show you a few really cool tricks with this month's Paper Pumpkin. I am referring to it as the special edition Pink Box Paper Pumpkin. These cards are already awesome right out of the box, but when you add just a few simple little tricks, they become fabulous over-the-top cards. And I'm going to show you how to make this awesome watercolored card using the beautiful bouquet stamp set that came in this month's Paper Pumpkin kit. But first, I wanted to share some really exciting news. I've been telling you about our Stamp Out Breast Cancer fundraiser that we hold every year. This year was our 6th annual, and you guys were amazing. Amazing! We raised over $5,500. In fact, our Stamp Out Breast Cancer team ranked number 40 out of 789 teams in the Boston-based Making Strides Against Breast Cancer chapter. Wow! I'm so excited about this. You guys are amazing. Together we can make a difference. Thank you to all of you who help support our team. You guys are awesome. I announced on my fundraiser video earlier in the month that I was giving away 2 Pink Box Paper Pumpkin kits from this month. So if I can get a drum roll, congratulations to Kay and Ann, who each won one of these Pink Box kits. And talk about karma. At our fundraising event this past Saturday, there were raffles and drawings, and there was actually a Pink Box kit, a brand new kit was one of the raffles, and guess who won it? Me! Right? So you know what I'm doing with this? I'm paying it forward. That's right, no purchase necessary. All you need to do is leave a comment on my blog, simply by going to this URL or clicking the link in the description below, or click right on this video, and leave a comment on my blog post there, and you will be entered. 1 entry per person, and I will draw the winner on November 10th. I love these giveaways. I love hearing from you guys. I read each and every one of your comments. It really makes my day to hear from you. So, who wants to see what's inside the Pink Box kit if you haven't already peeked at my other video? And learn how to make this card. Let's get started. Are you ready for this? Let's go inside the box. I love being a part of making a difference. This was such a great campaign, and a little added perk. Here's the stamp set that came in. It's beautiful. This is going to be a great all occasion set. It's got thinking of you, thanks, and congrats, so we can swap those words out. We've got the basic gray Stampin' Spot this month. I love building my Stampin' Spot collections through the Paper Pumpkins. I have a little collection of them. These are great to take with you when you're on the go. All right, here's our kit. Let's open up the package. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, do you ever just want to unwrap something and just rip everything out? I don't want to ruin anything, but I'm so excited. I want to get it out. Woo, I got it. Okay. Whew. I did it without ruining anything. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's do this one thing at a time. These are the projects that are in the kit. They're beautiful. There's a video on my blog post at this URL, or click in the link in the description below, or click right on this video, and I'll have the video on how to assemble the kit as it comes in the box. But you also have instructions here, and there are supplies in the kit to make 3 of each, so there's 9 total. And here they are up close. This is just so beautiful. So it says 3 of each, but it actually gives you more than that, because there's 4 circles in mine, unless that was a mistake. Yeah, and there's 4 sheets of designer paper too. So we have bonus in here. Let's see, so these envelopes go with these little note cards. Isn't that great? It also comes with the envelopes. So you just like bang, put it together, and then you have cards on hand to give out. These little card bases, oh, they flip up. So cute. Go with these. These are going to be the thank you cards. I love this. I love this. This looks like our color wash stamp. Oh, it's so pretty. So that's going to be stamped with the flowers on this note card. Love it. These are the envelopes. Look at the colored envelopes. How fun are these? And these are our tags that are going to go on our cards. And look at this, they're already like die cut, pre-punched, ready to go. Just stamp and go. And these are our little foil embellishments. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I almost missed this. Look at this. This is like baker's. We've got some baker's twine in here too. And we've got dimensionals. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Let's go play. The first part of this video, I'm just going to show you real quick how I stepped up the cards right from the box. There are 3 different designs and each one made 3 cards, and then there was a couple of bonus pieces. And when I goofed up on my first tag, I realized why there was some bonus pieces there. It was nice to have that extra. But then if you don't mess up, then you have some extra pieces to make some extra cards with. I did this note card almost exactly like the instructions said. I just left off the gold on it because I kind of liked it without it. I was going to use the gold for something different. And then I really just subtly stepped it up here by sponging the edges. And then on this one, I added that long string of pearls. Remember once I asked you what you do with those long string of pearls that I always end up left over? A lot of you had some great suggestions. A popular one was using it for the body of butterflies when you stamp your butterflies, which I thought was awesome. And then I was just playing around and I thought, oh my gosh, it looks so pretty on this card. It just totally turned it into this like wow card. And here's the second design. This one right from the kit, and this one I sponged around all the pieces. Just really makes it pop right out. And then this one I added some pearl jewels to. Awesome, right? Here's the stepped up versions of the last card. This is the card right from the directions in the kit. Here it is again, sponged around the edges. Love it. And here's the third one with some pearl jewels. And I will post pictures of these on my blog as well. Just click on the link in the description below. So all these cards came right from the kit. They all had envelopes. Just awesome. And you get to keep the stamp set. Every month there's an exclusive stamp set and ink pad in the kit. And I just wanted to show you the Project Life album that I put together here that stores all of my Paper Pumpkin stamp sets when I'm done with them. So it's quick and easy to grab them. A lot of times the stamps like this one from this month have some great all-occasion words on them. So even if you don't have any other stamp sets, these work for all occasions, just like the card that I'm about to show you. So the party doesn't end when you've made all your awesome cards. The Paper Pumpkin is the gift that just keeps on giving, because then you get to have fun with the stamp set later. So here's an alternate project that I made with this month's Beautiful Bouquet stamp set, and now I'll show you how to make it. So we'll be doing a little bit of masking and a little bit of watercoloring for this beautiful card. All of the measurements and the additional supplies that I'm using on this card are all available on my blog. For our masking, we are going to want a couple of cut out flowers and a couple of these leaves. Oh, I'm stamping off the... Sorry, I was stamping off camera there. And I almost found it was easier when you're trimming them out to actually go a hair inside the line. Get it as tight as you can get it. Doesn't have to be an awesome perfect cut, but just tight. So I'm using Stays-On ink because we're going to be watercoloring and we don't want it to smear. I'm going to start with one big flower in the middle, and then I'm going to mask these. I'm going to mask this flower. I'm going to be just a hair lazy here. I'm not even putting adhesive on the back of this mask. I'm just going to hold it down. So what I'm going to do is stamp a couple of, maybe one leaf on this one, and then I'll mask that leaf just by putting down a piece of paper there, and then stamping some more of these flowers behind and around. And anytime you're overlapping a flower, just make sure you have a mask on it. So I'm just moving these masks around. I'm doing a little bit of a different pattern than I did with the original card, which is totally fine. Wasn't intentional, but I think it'll come out okay. We'll see. I just kept going here and filled in. Now I'm just taking this, I don't know, it's like a branchy leaf thingy. I'm sure that's its official name too. And I'm just going to kind of stamp that around the edges a little bit. And there's two different designs. One curves left and one doesn't, so we'll use them both. Just make sure that you mask the flowers when you stamp this over them. See how it comes out from behind. Now we have a very, very full picture. And I'll go ahead and stamp I'm going to use this as a sympathy card, so I'm using Thinking of You. You could change this wording and make this an all occasions card. In fact, I'm using Blackberry Bliss because I love this color. Oops, I'm not going to open that yet. But if you change this to like a cherry cobbler, you could make this into a poinsettia for Christmas too. Cool, right? It's very versatile. Before I open that ink pad, I wanted to squeeze it. See, I'm just going to squeeze right here in the middle. And what that's going to do is the ink is going to pool here in the middle, and we're going to use that to watercolor with. So I'm doing that on both the Mossy Meadow and the Blackberry Bliss. And now I am using an aqua painter. These are from Stampin' Up as well. The little tip just comes off. You fill the barrel with water, so you don't need a cup of water. You can just paint right with this. And you just squeeze the barrel to control the water flow. And I like to have a little scrap paper going. My first go, here I'm just kind of playing. My first go around, I wanted it to be a little bit light. I should have mentioned when I started, this is actually watercolor paper from Stampin' Up that I'm watercoloring on, and it really makes a difference when you do this type of watercoloring because you're able to really, one, get good color, and two, kind of move the ink around. Whereas sometimes when you're watercoloring on the other cardstocks, the ink kind of just dries really fast. I'm keeping the brush fairly wet for this step. I'm also accidentally coloring some of those leaves purple that I meant to color green, so this is going to be really fun in the end. So then I'm going to switch over to the green and get some of those leaves again. Maybe we'll save them from turning purple. The beautiful thing about a watercolor is everything goes. You can go outside the lines. You can turn leaves purple, especially if you live in New England and they're purple right now anyway. There, see? It's beautiful. I find this type of coloring to be very therapeutic. I don't know about you, but sometimes I just need my little stamp therapy when I'm having a bad day, and this is just one of those things that just relaxes me. Now I'm going to start layering color, and since I have the green out, I'll start layering with the green. I'm not going to color in the entire image with the darker color. I'm just kind of shading it. Gives it a little bit of depth. My brush is not quite as wet as it was for the first round. That gives it a little bit more concentrated color. And then when I move between colors, I'm just wiping off on the scrap paper in between. So I'm going to go back now to the Blackberry Bliss, and I'm doing the centers, really concentrating on the centers. I want them really, really dark. And then you can blend that out a little bit. And you can keep layering on these and making them darker and darker. Again, the key here is the watercolor paper that we're using. It's not going to pill up like regular paper. It doesn't dry quite as fast, so you can move the color around a little bit. You'll notice I left the tips of the flowers much, much lighter, really concentrating the heavier, darker color on the centers. And then when it's dry, we can move on and assemble our card pieces. And the very last step, I'm using the Stampin' Up white gel pen. There's little tiny dots here in the center of each flower that are called something. What are they called? I'm just touching each one of those with the white gel pen to really make this pop. And our card is complete, and I love it. I love it. And you know what? It looks completely different from the original that I started with, and I love them both. Fabulous. It was such a treat to get this stamp set this month. Be sure to visit my stampwithtami.com blog. I post ideas there daily. Thanks for joining me today.